Welcome back on site. It's a beautiful day, not only because the sun is shining, but because the roof is now finished. So the workers on site are very happy, but one team that's starting to feel the pressure is the team in town. So let's catch up with Barry and see how he's getting on today. Here we are in the brewery in town, and with everything happening out in Fossa, with the building and constructing and deadlines, it's easy to forget that there's still bottling, still brewing, and still business happening here in town. So let's see what they're up to today.
Barry and his new head of hospitality, Ivan, are trying to make sense of the floor layout now that the space in Fossa has actually been built.
Wall. That tank is going to come right up in this space here in the brewery.
I thought everything was already in place and you knew exactly where everything was going to go.
No, that was done for planning, and it's a rough layout. We've got to put everything into it in order for it to draw people to it. Brewery, fully functioning production facility. Distillery, fully functioning production facility. Bar and grill, chocolatier, merchandise shop, gala dinner venue, and tours. Bringing people out when the tour buses start coming back around the ring in Kerry, hopefully soon.
It shouldn't be too long away before this entire mission starts.
Yeah, it has to happen by May, the end of May. So that's when it has to happen.
You know what? This morning, being out in Fossa and the roof was on, the sun was shining, it seemed like there was nothing to worry about. Things are starting to get a bit tricky. The lads upstairs are finalising plans where people are going to sit, to eat and drink. And the lads down here are starting to prepare the first ever batch of whiskey that will be sold to the public. So let's catch up, see how they're getting on day one of selling Killarney whiskey.
And the result is a whiskey with all the personality of Killarney Brewing and Distilling Company, and a damn fine stout to go with it.
So Mike, we are bottling, and this is kind of exciting because it's the first time that you're going to push the Killarney whiskey out there into the public.
It's really exciting. We've got a Killarney whiskey, and we're pairing that with a Killarney Imperial Stout that was aged in whiskey barrels. Specifically for this project, we brewed an Imperial Stout. We brewed the beer and fermented the beer as we normally would, and then we gave it 5 months aging in whiskey barrels. We did monthly tastings of it, and we took it out when the time was right, because you want to let the beer take on a lot of the characteristics, not just of the whiskey, but of the wood in the barrel. And then we took the beer out of there and had them refilled with the whiskey that was originally in them to let them age as well.
Sold as a pair and only 1,092 pairs available, it's an exciting time for Killarney Brewing and Distilling Company.
So Shiela's our marketing consultant for the last, and our therapist and everything else, all blended in together.
I grew up in tourism, and my parents are still in business in Kells Bay, and the Ring at Kerry has so much potential, and we're only tipping the iceberg of it. The essence of this business and the team, the founders, is also about rising the tide for everybody and support local economy. It's 4 fellas building this incredible dream and being a part of it and bringing it to life. It's fantastic.
One word that I keep on hearing around here is rebrand, and that's when you get mentioned.
Brand has to lead this discussion. We cannot have somebody working on any piece of our business that does not know who we are as a brand. We have consistency across everything we do. So beer, gin, whiskey, all our social media, it will have the same tonality, look and feel, colour palette. We're building one master brand, Killarney.
We've got so many other things going on. To trust and to know that Sheila's in charge and managing that and managing us to manage that is a nice comfort to have.
But also the Kerry accent every day after breakfast is just magic.
Okay. So up until now, all the focus has been out on Fossa. But after spending a morning in here with marketing and hospitality and bottling and labelling, kind of realised that these lads have a huge amount of pressure to get things up and running and ready for the big opening this summer.